we want to know what's happening in the life of our celebrities, want to know what's happening in the life of our public figures. But then they actually made me realize that Ghana for her, you pass him. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm Eladadzi, and it is getting hot and kind of messy in the sense that whatever it is that happened, people's name being mentioned, whatever it is that happened, it happened a long time ago, and then these people have moved on and their names are being mentioned now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Yvonne Nelson's I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. So on the 18th of June, which was like the Father's Day, people wishing their fathers happy Father's Day. I kind of forgot to wish my dad happy Father's Day. Either way, I'm going to wish him. So people wishing their fathers happy Father's Day, and then Yvonne Nelson was launching her book, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. Now, prior to that, I had seen a tweet talking about, Yvonne Nelson, but I really didn't pay much attention to it. And then it was by Manasseh Azuri, and then in the tweet, he was like, who is the popular Ghanaian musician with whom Yvonne Nelson got pregnant many years ago? What happened to that pregnancy? What's a book? Hashtag I am not Yvonne Nelson. I really didn't care about it because I was like, what should we do with this kind of information? Now, yesterday, on Monday, Yvonne Nelson was trending on all social media platforms. Yvonne Nelson was being talked about, her book, the book that she launched, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, kind of giving a free promo here. But then, yeah, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson was trending, people were talking about it, and then, those who had the hard copy of the books they were taking pictures of it and then circulating it on social media. And then it had about 20 chapters. I think it had about 20 chapters. And then what people were most interested about in all the chapters that were kind of circulating on social media was this chapter 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, chapter 8, where Yvonne Nelson talked about she getting an abortion because she got pregnant by a rapper here who has turned out to be one of Ghana's finest rappers. Ghana, like, he has turned out to be a very successful rapper. And that before that, he was kind of sleeping with his he was living with his mom. His mom was taking care of him, so she not any future beer, so she did what she thought was best for her at that time. And then from the book, she was like, later on in life, it is one of the things that she has regretted. So she mentioned the name. Before that, I was wondering, I wasn't even paying attention. So when she mentioned the name, I was like, wait a minute. I mean, humans, we are not perfect. No human is perfect. But then for that particular name to have popped up as this person actually being the one who got her impregnated, I was shocked. Just as a lot of people, I was shocked. I was so surprised by it. And as I said, it has been, out of all the chapters in the book, it has been the most talked about since her launch. So since people got their hands on the book, and then people posting pictures of some parts of the book on social media. Is a lot, guys. It's really been a lot throughout the day. And I mean, people still cannot wrap their heads around the fact that that particular name was mentioned. People still cannot wrap their head around that Sarkodie's name was mentioned in the book. But then what's important, the question that I have on my mind right now is, yes, I mean, it is her book. It is about her life, what she's gone through and all that. But one thing that I do not, maybe I haven't found myself in that kind of situation, but I do not get why people get affected by something. People get abused by someone or that kind of thing, and then they do not voice it out during that period, but then wait for a very long time. I get the fact that these stuff really hurt the people, the victims. Should I even say victims? These stuff really hurt the people who have suffered it. But then I'm like, wait, you should have said something during that period. No, not wait till like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years and sign our paper. So 15 years where these people involved have already moved on with their life. They've, they've done whatever it is. They have families, they have people counting on them, they have like a lot of influence on people in the country, in the community, in the society. That is where people decide to bring out these people's names. That is one thing that I always think about when people start, writing their books, mentioning names and all those stuff. Because the way a lot of people see, I don't see humans as perfect, as I said, but the way a lot of people see this particular rapper as perfect, as an idol, as an influence upon their lives, and then for them to actually hear something about it, which, like, I mean, he isn't the first person who has got somebody pregnant and then they decide to go and abort the pregnancy. But then for this particular, for he being Sarkodie, and then his name being brought up in the book by Yvonne, and then what happened between them, it's crazy. It's crazy, guys. Now here's my thing. People are like, this is going to affect Sarkodie. Of course it is going to affect him. It is going to affect him, but then with his diehard fans, they are just going to say that, oh, Sarkodie is human, it is part of life. But then it is really going to affect him. And then will it affect his family? Will it affect his marriage? I think that it will only affect his marriage if his wife doesn't know anything about it. But if he, or also, like, one time that he kind of had a relation, like, he had a relationship with Yvonne, and this is what it resulted in, then I think that she isn't going to really be affected by it. She's just going to take it as, well, in that period I already knew about it, so like nothing's going to happen with our marriage, nothing's going to, but then it is going to affect Sarkodie in a certain way, because if it, like, this is actually like the third time I'm saying this in the video, but I really don't see Sarkodie as a perfect human being. But then for his name to be mentioned out of a lot of rappers in the country, it's crazy. It's crazy. Her love life with Inyanya, which, I mean, a lot of people, maybe now people like youngsters now don't really know that much, but then people in my generation, we knew about her relationship with Inyanya. And of course a lot of people are saying that Yvonne actually made Inyanya be popular here in the country, like for that time people to know Inyanya. And I kind of don't disagree with them, because Inyanya was known by a lot of people in Ghana because of Yvonne, because he had a relationship with Yvonne. Now Inyanya also reacted to that, which was kind of funny. And yeah, a whole lot of reaction from just the post that people were posting about some chapters of the book. And yeah, I really want to read the whole thing. I don't want to really like give I don't want to like criticize her without actually reading the whole thing, because they are just bits and pieces of the whole story. So I really do want to read the whole thing and know exactly what everything is about. Now, even with this, look, I knew that's gonna fall. We want to know what's happening in the life of our celebrities, want to know what's happening in the life of our public figures. But then they actually made me realize that Ghana for her, you pass him. Ghana for your pass him. Seriously, everybody is interested in the life of even Yvonne at the moment because of the book. But yeah, but anyway, this is it. I'm trying to find a way to get a copy of the book, maybe like online, or actually go and purchase it. So yes, maybe I'm gonna do another video regarding I Am Not Yvonne after I had read the whole thing. So yes, this is it, guys. Let me know what you think. about this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like, share, and also leave a comment. I didn't think that it was going to take this long to make this video. So yes, this guys, I'll see you guys some other time. And yeah, bye bye.